living in a position without light, standing in a space that you defined for me. When others abandoned you, you came to seek comfort in me. But when they returned, you pushed me back into the dark corner again. A backup heart is a heart that learns to endure the pain of waiting, knowing it is only a secondary option, yet still allowing itself to be mistreated for years. You came to me only when your heart was wounded by someone else, leaving me behind in emptiness, like a tragic character forced to smile through sorrow. Not the owner of your heart, only the owner of your shadow. You used to feel your loneliness, every sweet word you gave was just fragments of love you temporarily shared. I acted like the good one, the one who heals your wounds every single day. But in truth, I was just a substitute, used when you had no one else. A backup heart, hurting until it forgets what dignity even means, willingly becoming a blind woman, waiting for your mercy, knowing you don't love me, knowing I am only temporary shelter. Yet this fragile heart still carries the weight of suffering, living as a backup that will never become your real choice. Did you ever feel sorry for me when you left to return to her, leaving me alone with the cold, unused chair? I am tired of being your option, tired of being the one you only return to when you are broken. It is enough now. This backup heart asks for release. I will take my shattered heart and learn to love myself more than before. A night without wind, yet why does my bones feel so cold? Is it because the warmth you once gave has now disappeared? All that remains is a silence that clogs my breath. A cold lifetime in the chest is the freezing of emotions. It is not the cold of ice, but the cold of tears. So deep into the heart until everything inside becomes empty. Like someone living in a dark cave where no sunlight ever reaches to melt the cold within. You walked away, taking all warmth and light with you, leaving me behind with this cold give me warmth? Is there anyone who can melt this cold lifetime? I am exhausted from living alone inside this frozen pain. Why are you so heartless, my love, to leave me like this? Yours. Sometimes the eyes only see deceptive beauty, while the heart gets lost in a field of empty promises, until the day your mask finally peeled off, revealing a truth that is painfully rotten. A rotten soul is the heart you used to accompany me. You use love spells to hide your corruption inside a prison-like heart with no freedom. For you like golden diamonds, but you sank into madness, letting pure love decay into a corpse, reeking of a dark past. You didn't just destroy me, you destroyed my belief in trust. You turned the word faithfulness into poison I dare not swallow again. A greedy, insatiable soul that trampled the dignity of a simple woman. You left me in a pile of ashes of a heart that rotted because of your emptiness inside. A rotten soul, you spread it across my life like a stain of misery. It is a filthy lesson I was forced to endure again and again. I cannot wash it away, cannot escape it, because it has seeped deep into my bones. You laugh upon my suffering, the suffering of a woman who once worshipped you as her whole world. Farewell to the soul that never understood value. Farewell to the man who rots from within. Stop hiding your decay behind your pretty face, because Smiling mouth, but eyes as withered as flowers scorched by sunlight. Everyone sees me happy, everyone thinks I have worth, yet no one knows what is truly hidden behind this smile. A smile concealing blood is the most exhausting performance of all. In front of everyone, I must pretend to be someone who never suffers. But inside, my heart is shattered beyond recognition, as if my flesh were being sliced apart. Forced to stand smiling while blood pours through my soul. You walked away, leaving behind the bitter mess for me to wear. I had to learn how to hide my tears, to swallow my sorrow until it disappeared. Every laugh that escapes my lips feels like stabbing my own heart, using crimson lipstick to conceal the color of bleeding pain. A smile concealing blood is the most painful smile in the world. On the outside I appear like an angel, but inside lies the corpse of a dead love. I smile so you can stop worrying. I smile so no one will pity me. Yet behind this smile there's an ocean of blood still endlessly flowing. A silent suffering, a loneliness forced to pretend it has found happiness. Does anyone know that beneath the enchantment of this smile is devastation, carefully hidden away? I want to cry, but I must laugh. I want to scream, but I must stay silent. Oh, heart of mine, how much longer must you bleed behind the smile? Tonight I will remove this mask and let myself cry until nothing remains. Forgive me, my own soul, for forcing you to smile while your heart was dying inside. A smile concealing blood, the greatest success of a woman defeated by love. The story we once cared for has now turned into sorrow, like a drop of pure water falling into thick mud, never able to return to its original purity again. Bury our story in the mud, bury it deep enough so it never sees daylight. Stop imagining it as a flower, for it is nothing but fragments of something rotten. You used a dark heart to stain a once pure love, turning my hope into murky confusion until it disappeared at the bottom of cold, heavy mud. Trample it down, let nothing remain, not even a shadow. Stop letting the past haunt me like wandering spirits. I am willing to stain my own hands to bury this love in filthy sticky earth, rather than letting it rise again and suffocate my heart with memories that refuse to fade. Bury our story in the mud, let it rot away like the lies you once whispered. Let it dissolve like the promises you used to deceive me. It is not the fault of the ground, but the fault of a heart that chose the wrong person to trust. So I bury our memories in the swamp, while tears mix with the dirt. Let our story end here, in a place no one ever wants to remember. Even if I become stained, I will cleanse myself alone. I no longer expect the sunlit future you once promised, because the truth is, our story was nothing but mud that should have been abandoned long ago. It is over. Everything has been buried beyond sight. Burying our story in the mud is the final lesson of the painful heart. Bury it deep. Let it become soil without life. The time has come to say goodbye to my foolishness. No more placing my heart under the burning sun. No more throwing my hopes into lonely graves. Tonight I will end everything with my own hands, burying away a faithful heart inside soil where no one wishes to walk past, burying every piece of sincerity that you once trampled on, letting it disappear forever. No grave marker, no flowers, no sorrowful mourning, because this faithful heart was born loving someone without compassion and without remorse. I once protected it like a priceless treasure, but now I clearly understand that it has become a burden crushing my chest every day. I take the grave From this day forward, there will no longer be a woman waiting blindly for you. No longer a faithful heart that you mocked as worthless. I have already buried it alongside the very last tear I had left. The sky is dark, yet my heart is slowly becoming clearer. Burying away a faithful heart is the first step towards setting myself free. Holding back the tears from falling, forcing my heart to stay strong while breaking apart inside. To other people's eyes, I may seem happy, but the truth is, my heart is slowly dissolving into nothingness. Burying sorrow deep inside my chest, as deep as my own hands can reach, so no one will ever see the pain you left behind, turning the left side of my heart into a graveyard of love. Living while forcing myself to laugh and smile while inside I am completely defeated. Every lying word you spoke I sealed inside a bottle of emotions, then buried it at the bottom of an ocean of sorrow, never letting it float back to the surface again. Afraid people would mock me for being foolish, afraid they would laugh at my fate, so I chose to swallow all the pain, letting it rot silently inside my chest alone. Burying sorrow inside my chest, turning it into a secret no one will ever know, even though it eats away at me from within, leaving me exhausted from hoping every silent night. I sit embracing the grave of sorrow and bury myself, talking to shadows, crying alone until it is finally over. Because when tomorrow comes, I must wear a beautiful smile again, hiding wounds that can never be erased. Does anyone know that this grave buried inside my chest keeps growing larger and larger until I can barely breathe anymore? I wanna scream out loud, but I cover my own mouth, afraid someone might hear the pain I keep hidden. Bury it all away, bury every dream that never became reality. Let it sleep forever inside my chest, until the day my heart stops beating for eternity. Your mug still sits by the sink, blue ring cracked at the lip. pass it every morning, like a shadow on my wrist. The chair still faces mine, one step too far to touch. I say your name to the room, and the room says not much. I keep your side of the bed, like a lie I still defend, but the sheets know better. They know this is the end. I'm lonely, lonely in the place you used to hold me. I'm falling slow, where your love let go. I'm lonely, lonely in the quiet notes. My story's still calling your name, still feeling the same. I found your little note, folded in the drawer, 3 words in your handwriting, and I wanted 3 more. Now the house makes small sounds, floorboards, pipes, the fan, even the clock on the wall feels like it left my hand. I keep your side of the bed, like a lie I still defend, but the sheets know better. They know this is the end. I'm lonely, lonely in the place you used to hold me. I'm falling slow, where your love let go. I'm lonely, lonely in the quiet notes. My story's still calling your name, still feeling the same. If you came back tonight, I pretend I'm fine and break right in your arms like I do every time. But you're a door in winter, half shut, half gone, and I'm the light inside the hallway on too long. I'm lonely, lonely in the place you used to hold me. I'm falling slow, where your love let go. Lonely, lonely in the quiet notes. My story's still calling your name, still feeling the same. I'm lonely, and I hate how much I want you. Still loving the ache, still losing my way. Your mug's still by the sink, one shoe under the chair. I keep making 2 names out of one lonely prayer. Your coat on the hook still smells like rain and smoke. I touch the sleeve and freeze, like that's the last warm hope. I try to fold you up, but you kept spilling through. Every room I walk in still walks me back to you. Empty side of bed, empty side of bed. I reach for you instead, on the empty side of bed. Empty side of bed, I can't shut down this ache. You left your shape on me, and I still miss the weight. The train goes past at dusk, I watch the windows glow. Everybody's going home, I'm the last to go. I laugh at little things, then I hate how fake that sounds when the door clicks closed at night. Your name just falls around. I try to heal it fast, but heartbreak takes its time. It's a quiet kind of thunder living in my mind. Empty side of bed, empty side of bed. I reach for you instead on the empty side of bed. Empty side of bed, I can't shut down this ache. You left your shape on me, and I still miss the weight. If you called me now, I'd answer on the first ring. I'd let you hear the truth, how bad the silence stings. I don't want a new day, I want the one we made. Before the night got cruel, before you slipped away. Empty side of bed, empty side of bed. I reach for you instead on the empty side of bed. Empty side of bed, I can't shut down this ache. You left your shape on me, and I still miss the weight. Empty side of bed, empty side of bed. I still sleep in the wreck on the empty side of bed. You left shoe by the door, still waiting in the hall. I keep stepping around it like you might call. Your mug's still on the shelf, cracked on the side. I say I'm doing fine, but that's a lie. I don't sleep, I just stare at the space where you were. Every room says your name in a quiet blur. I'm lonely now, so lonely now. You took the warmth from the house. I'm lonely now, so lonely now. And I don't know how. Your jacket in my chair still holds your shape. The zipper catches on my head like a mistake. I try to clean you out, but the floor kept score. One little memory, then 10 more. I don't sleep, I just stare at the space where you were. Every room says your name in a quiet blur. I'm lonely now, so lonely now, so lonely took the warmth from the house. I'm lonely now, so lonely now, so lonely now, and I don't know how. The seasons continue to change, yet my heart remains trapped inside that very night. The place where you walked away is now filled only with silence, dust, and the traces of wounds I have never dared to touch. Love wounds covered in moss are pains that grow older with time. They are not bleeding injuries, but dark scars wrapped in sorrow. I left them abandoned inside the darkest corner of my chest, never cleansing them away, until the moss of loneliness grew over everything, stealing all the light and color from my heart. My eyes may look forward, but my heart still lies there, embracing wounds covered in moss. That dim green moss represents waiting without meaning and without anyone left to care. Perhaps you have already forgotten what kind of scars you carved upon me, but I chose to keep these wounds like ancient relics to remind me of a love that died long ago. Love wounds covered in moss grow thicker and heavier with every second that you remain gone. They are scars growing pale, tangled fibers wrapping around my soul, entrapping me inside endless fall. Sometimes I want to wash them away, but I fear that my heart may become too clean until I completely forget you. So instead I allow the moss to spread deeper, turning these wounds into a graveyard of emotions that no one can uncover and no one can heal. This is not a fresh pain anymore. It is an old ache that has lived for years. These love wounds covered in moss keep whispering to me that time is not a cure at all. It is merely the thing that strengthens the pain, making it grow more deeply rooted inside my chest. Let the moss continue growing if it can help hide the emptiness inside my heart. Oh, love wounds a lump in my throat, millions of words stuck inside my voice. I want to explain, yet I cannot find meaning. Within this clouded world, silence has become the only witness to my defeat. Pain beyond words is a feeling that numbs the soul itself. It is not screaming or crying, but staring blankly at the sky. Through blurred eyes, I wanna say that I'm hurting, yet I do not know which words could ever explain it. Because losing you this time is far beyond anything this heart has ever known before. If sorrow were an ocean, I would already be drowning at its deepest floor. If pain were a book, I would write endlessly without ever reaching the end. You walked away, leaving behind only unfinished sentences with no answers, turning me into a silent statue, living in confusion without any shore to reach. Pain beyond words, a pain so deep the tears themselves lose meaning. It is not pain for a moment, but pain with no future to heal or untangle. And I wanna open my mouth and speak, yet my voice dissolves into emptiness. It is deeper than the ocean's depths, greater than the endless sky. A sorrow no language can fully write, a heartbreak greater than any human soul should ever endure. Sometimes silence is the loudest scream of all. Those who have never lost someone may never understand this pain beyond words, a pain so overwhelming that I no longer recognize who I am anymore. I no longer want to ask, no longer want answers, no longer want you to explain anything. Let this pain beyond words slowly consume my life, however it wishes. Silence. Yet my soul is screaming in the depths within. Cold, cold down to the spine, with no one left to light a fire of warmth. Can losing someone really change the color of the entire world like this? This is not merely the pain of flesh cut by a blade. It is pain deep into the soul. Pain so severe it nearly steals my breath away. A heart that was once strong is now shattered like glass thrown away. All that remains is a body without a spirit, wandering lost in the desert of loneliness. You walked away without ever knowing what you left behind for me. You left fragments of love behind, letting them become built dreams only to trample them down to the roots, making me taste the meaning of dying while still alive. As a woman who once loved with all her heart. Close your eyes now. Oh, soul that is bleeding endlessly. Rest within the darkness he has given you. Your shirt still hangs by the door. I keep reaching for it, like you might come back and make the room feel warm. Your name on my screen still lights up my hands. Then it goes dark again, and I stand there alone. I try to let you go, but my heart won't learn. Every empty step I take just makes it burn. I'm lonely, lonely since you walked away. I'm lonely, lonely, and I feel that every day. Broken love left me in the rain. I'm lonely, lonely, calling out your name, your name. The mug by the sink still has your red lip stain. I wash it clean at night, but it won't wash out my pain. Your laugh in my head hits like a ghost in the hall. I hate how I miss you. After all that we lost, I try to build a world that did not need you. But every little corner still points back to you. But I'm tired of hoping, tired of holding on. I keep loving the shadow of a love now gone. I'm lonely, lonely since you walked away. I'm lonely, lonely, and I feel that every day. Broken love left me in the rain. I'm lonely, lonely, calling out your name, your name. My body body feels numb and weak, as if every cell has been destroyed. But one strong heart now surrenders to the influence of lies. What medicine could possibly wash away this darkness? Poison in the veins is the love you gave me with deception. You used love spells like needles, injecting every painful memory deep into my heart. It spreads until breathing becomes heavy, trapping me in a confused world you designed like a hidden poison. Every sweet word was just sugar on the surface. Inside it burned like bitterness, flowing through my blood. You didn't kill me instantly, you let me rot slowly from within, until I became a hollow shell. Because your poisonous love has reached my blood. Poison in the veins is gathering inside me, making it hard to breathe. A chronic pain spreading through my body. I try to remove it, but I fear my heart will stop forever, because this poison has already become part of my life. Pain from toxic love, pain from a bloodstream filled with you. Is there any cure that can neutralize this love poison, or must I wait until it consumes my entire life? Why are you so cruel, using love as a chemical weapon against my heart? My body weakens, my vision slowly fades. This poison in my veins will take me to a peace without you. Every teardrop turns into ink engraved upon the heart, writing down the story of your betrayal as evidence of sorrow, etched so deeply it can never fade. No matter how much time passes, this is not merely a wound that can heal with time. It is a permanent tattoo of loneliness inside a heart no one else can see. You used your promises as a needle, used betrayal as the ink to carve upon a woman's destiny, turning it into a book of heartbreak. heart with every breath I take. I no longer desire the sunlight that only deceives. Let me simply live beside these scars engraved on my heart until the day my soul leaves this body. Silence, so deep that something breaking inside me can be heard. It is not outside noise, it comes from within my bloodstream. The sound of collapse that no one hears except me. The poison of goodbye seeps into every layer of my body, destroying every cell of happiness, turning it into scattered dust. You walked away, leaving my entire nervous system to fall apart. Every tiny part of me is crying, searching for you in fragments of pain. I try to heal myself, but I only break further into smaller pieces. Even my breath can no longer support this decaying heart. The pain spreads like invisible waves, destroying the structure of my heart until it becomes a battlefield of death. The sound of shattered cells echoing through my silent soul. It is a gradual collapse until my entire body disappears. Every cell that once loved you is now exploding in pain, with no cure, no healing, no one to stitch these broken pieces back together. All destroyed because of someone without a heart. Do you hear it, my love? The sound of loss eating away inside me. It is not just tears, it is my body slowly dissolving. I am fading into the silence you never cared to hear. Only ashes remain of cells that once lived and loved, completely shattered from the inside out. The sound of shattered cells is the sound of my final breath. Looking into the mirror, I see only a body that has changed. Dazed eyes, sunken cheeks. From sitting in silent expectation of pain, now it is no longer hidden in the heart, It shows on the outside. Wounds carved on flesh, or sorrow that reveals itself to the world. Every night I cried endlessly, turning a once beautiful face into something dull and faded. You didn't carve me with a blade, but with cruel actions that pierced through my veins, turning my once pure beauty into unreadable scars of disappointment. The face that was once bright now carries tear stains forever. Hands that were once warm have turned cold because my heart was destroyed. The wounds you created inside me have now surfaced on my body, forcing me to live in shame, living as evidence of a love you trampled on. Wounds carved on flesh are not scars I ever wanted, but records of betrayal you etched into me repeatedly. No matter how I try to cover them, I cannot hide the depth of pain that keeps spilling out. They are marks of loneliness engraved upon my body, a visible suffering that everyone can see, but no one can heal. What powder could ever hide the wounds written on my skin? What magic water could cleanse the darkness you carved into me? You destroyed me completely, both spirit and body. These wounds will stay with me until my body returns to dust. Let it be a lesson to the world. Betrayed love is sharper than any weapon. Wounds carved on flesh, the marks you left for me to see every day. Time is not a cure for everyone. Some people survive and move on, while others remain trapped inside an unanswered past. Just like me, sitting here staring at the scars growing within my heart. Wounds that grow into scars are not signs of healing. They are the flourishing of sorrow that you planted deep inside my soul. I try to cut them away, yet they continue growing with every breath I take, becoming hardened scars, proof that I once died inside your hands. Sometimes I want to ask the sky why these wounds must continue to grow so endlessly. cold wind touches me, the wound awakens again, revealing ugly memories that you carved upon my life. Wounds that grow into scars are evidence of a love filled with cruelty. They cling to my heart like vines wrapping around a life destined for sorrow. If I try to remove them, I fear the pain. If I keep them, it feels like punishing myself forever. These scars are stronger than the hope I once carried for you. They grow only to remind me never to forget the taste of betrayal. These scars were not born from falling down. They were born from trust, born from tears that never stopped flowing until they transformed into jewelry of sorrow that I must wear for the rest of my life. Let them grow if they truly wish to remain with me until my final day. These scars have become the most faithful companions within my loneliness. Maybe in a past life I once broke someone's heart. That must be why in this life I have to repay karmic debts, alone in a field of tears, with a heart that no one wants anymore. A heart cursed by karma is a heart that loves faithfully all alone, trying to build love with hope, yet receiving only abandonment in return. Like a bird with broken wings in the middle of a freezing storm, struggling to keep flying, only to fall at last into the trap of loneliness. I do not know what prayer I should chant to free myself from this karma, the karma of being deceived, the karma of being trampled on. You came and gave happiness for only a fleeting moment, then left without regret, leaving this unfortunate heart to carry the punishment for sins it never committed. A heart cursed by karma, suffering because of the word love, enduring pain again and again until the heart learns how to surrender. But this is not love, it is a punishment placed upon a woman's life, forcing her to live inside an emotional hell where no sunlight ever rises to shine. Punished for waiting, punished because this heart never learned to be strong. Oh, cruel karmic fate, what more do you still want from me? This heart is all